school. They got poopers and peers. There's no doors on the stalls. So who's going to go poop at the age of 8 or 9 or 10
Weird.
when other boys are going to come in and laugh about it?
Yeah. He's pooping.
Why didn't you poop at home?
Right.
Well, we had 1.5 bathrooms. 4 boys, you know, we're all, and then then Mary and Claudia,
Yeah.
you know, and
And Mom and
you
Dad.
didn't poop at home. Well, okay, constipation, here we go. Because you ain't going to use a toilet where you can't have any freaking ass privacy.
Right.
So whose idea in the school hierarchy was it to pull the doors off?
Ridiculous.
I mean, because those boys are going to do something nasty in there if they close the door? Oh, I tell you what. It's one of the things that got me against public school. That's one of them right there. You can't go to the bathroom when you want to. You have to ask permission? Not my kids.
It is crazy all the rules these days.
It's insane.
Boom.
God's rules are to make our life better. He tells us that, and if you actually look at the rules,
It's true.
yes, it's all to make life better for you. You know, we're put here to be happy, but other people are bound and they are determined as all hell to make you unhappy. That's their goal in life, is to make you unhappy. And as many of you as they can, make you unhappy. Make rules for you to follow, because it makes us happy when you're unhappy. And that's what we got. That's what we got.
What are compression brakes?
The most popular one is called a Jake brake, and you can get them. They mostly come on Cummins engines. Now, a diesel doesn't have spark plugs. Did you or didn't you not know that? Diesels, no spark plugs.
No, didn't know that.
Okay, well, the diesels run on the compression is so high that the fuel ignites itself.
Oh.
You got 17.5 to 1 in our pickup truck, and that means it comes up and compresses so high it goes up over 1,300 degrees,
Holy moly.
all by itself. And then you inject the fuel and boom. That's the way diesels work. Okay, now that's not dead road, is it? This is dead road. Okay, so that's the way diesel works. Well, a compression brake leaves the at idle mixture. Doesn't give it any fuel at all. But
Вчера я была в кино.
¿Quién empujó eso?
The film was interesting.
Did somebody push something?
No.
That's my Russian lesson. See, now we're gonna get this nice clean car, all dirty.
What the Shrek?
All dirty. A compression brake. The piston comes all the way to the top on the compression stroke, but instead of firing, the exhaust valve opens.
Okay.
It's another cam altogether. It opens the exhaust valve.
Oh.
So you got all this compression, and suddenly,
Boom.
it gets blown out.
Got it.
So it starts to slowly.
It starts slow, and it did all that work to compress it, and then it didn't fire. So it slows the truck down.
Got it.
They work great too.
Pretty much like letting off the gas with a stick shift, right?
Well, with these things, not anymore. You know, ever since fuel injection, they don't slow down like they used to.
Really?
No, they don't. Fuel injection's got the smog stuff all in it, okay? When you let your foot off the gas with your carb, the butterfly slams shut, and now you've got vacuum.
Yeah.
And lots of it, and it slows you down. This thing has got this big old monster throttle body that doesn't seat. Well, actually, it probably does seat, but it does not close all the way when you let your foot off the gas. The computer says, 1,200 RPM. Okay, 1050, 10, 950. And it steps it down so that you're not polluting. Well, how are you slowing down if you can't make it pull a vacuum? I got stopped in Montana 3 years ago. Oh, you didn't stop at the limit line, and you almost hit me, he says.
Whatever.
I said, well, if I almost hit you, why didn't you yank the wheel to get it out of the way? You didn't do anything. You just drove on by like there was nothing happened. So I couldn't have almost hit you. And as far as stopping at that limit line, I'm on a road. First of all, I've never been there before. I'm going into a town that I've been before, but not coming from this road. Okay, so I'm coming over the little rise. It's maybe 50 feet down to the stop sign. That's maybe a little bit more than a quarter mile away, or about a quarter mile away. And so I'm looking to see where the stop sign is. Oh, there's the stop sign. And then I go over a set of vibrators. Well, the vibrators, the length of the vibrator was longer than the car. So at one point in time, the entire car is on top of the vibrators. Okay. Well, what are you doing on vibrators? You're bouncing. Okay. You're bouncing. So as I'm looking for the stop sign, shut up. Well, I hope you came back on. Turn it up. As I'm looking at the stop sign to gauge how I'm going to use my brakes, I run over the first set of vibrators, which is the shock. Where the hell I come from? You know? And then the next set of vibrators is in a curve. Now, I am on the brakes hard because I've got a lot of slowing down to do. And I go over that second set of vibrators and I drift about 8 or 9 inches to the left. The curve's into the right. I'm drifting because now I'm bouncing over the top of
on vibrators.
On vibrators. And I'm asking this cop, are you even the slightest bit interested in actual road safety? I can explain to you why that up there is all wrong. You know, he didn't want to hear it. Well, I called the highway department and told them about it. I mean, the second set of vibrators, you're on the brakes, but you're not stopping because you're bouncing. Now add that to the anti-lock braking system. Okay? Oh, you're skidding. Oh, you're not skidding. Oh, you're skidding. Oh, you're not skidding. 50 times or so, or 30 times before you get to the end of that set of vibrators, and then there's 2 or 3 more sets of vibrators before you get to the stop sign. How are you going to stop that? And so I called the highway department and I said, listen, 3 vibrators at a time I can understand, but one where the whole car is sitting on top of the vibrators, you're not stopping this car. You know, and you're expected to stop, you've got to get rid of those things. I said, people that live around there, locals, they know about it, they're used to it, they probably slow down way ahead of time. Somebody that comes along for the first time like me, they're in trouble. Those things are big trouble.
Are vibrators those metal grate things that make the funny noise? To keep
Oh no,
cattle off
those are cattle guard. That's a cattle guard. They're
Oh.
just
Yeah, you're
little
coming to the
rises,
stop sign.
little
Okay.
paint, if it's asphalt here, it's
Yeah.
asphalt up, and they
Just
put them right next to each other.
Or they'll put it like
Let you
the
know there's a stop sign coming.
okay, and
It's
like
like-
it's the little thing when we come off of the 52 to the 805, and I cut it a little too close, and you get the little foot vibration.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like that, but they put it right
But-
in the track.
yeah, we've gone across those.
You're
before.
riding down a freeway or a highway, and all of a sudden there's a stop.
Yeah.
It's not a
That's
stop
to
light, but a
remind
real
you.
stop sign. They'll put it. It's like, hey, wake up.
Wake up! It's time to put on the brakes.
Yeah.
Wake up! It's time to stop. Wake up! It's about time for me to go pee again. This is what happens when you're an old man.
Yeah, but this time we might have to find an actual bathroom where a girl can go to.
What'd you say?
In your dreams. In your dreams.
I'm
just say?
sticking my butt in the snow.
She said she needs to find an actual bathroom.
I'm not desperate yet.
Well, I hope you're not desperate,
Maybe
because
the
the next town is a
Way to go
long ways
I
away.
ain't freezing my butt on no snow.
Hey, I'll tell you what. I'd do it.
Don't worry, I'll help dry it off.
Shut up, stupid.
Right there. See Elk Creek Lane? You can go right there. Except
Thanks.
probably people living up there.
It's funny because I thought about grabbing my snow cone holders, and then I got distracted and I didn't grab them.
No. I've held my both wives' hands while they squatted by the side of the road and did their number. And then helped them stand back up.
The most awkward ever was being on the boat down in Tony's